Hey everyone, Quilting with Harriet here. Here's something fun for you to do while we're snowed in this weekend and maybe the next couple of days. I don't know, it's still coming down pretty hard here in Indiana. Did you know that you can take your laser light that you use for your pantographs from the back of the machine and bring it to the front of the machine? This is something that you can do to customize your quilts and make them totally unique and yours. So let me show you where my laser light is and how you can attach yours as well. Okay, on my Forte, here is my laser on my thread mass post. So I took it from the back of the machine, and all I needed was the plastic part that would slip right over that mast, that post, and I attached it to the back of the machine. There's a square with a round hole in it. That's where your connection will go in, and now I can adjust it so that I can use it from the front of my machine. So let me tell you one more thing. If you don't have an Amara family quilting machine, then on the older machines like the HQ16 and the Simply 16, there is a threaded hole up at the front here that your horizontal spool pin will go into, and you can use your horizontal spool pin to hold your laser light. You're going to plug in your you're going to plug in the attachment to the pod that's on the side of your machine where you normally plug it in for doing pantographs. So let me bring you closer to the machine and I'll show you how I set this up. Okay, so I took a drawing of a stencil that I had from my hand quilting days, and I just drew it on a piece of paper. And now I want to put that, say, in a quilt block that's on my quilt. So as you can see, the laser light is where I want to start on my pattern, and my needle is over here, say, in my quilt block. We're going to pretend there's a quilt block here. And what I want to do with this is I want to just take my machine and move it around and make sure that as I'm moving it, that light stays in my box, that I'm in my quilt block. So I can always check it, and I can move my paper in or out if I need to reposition it. But the light represents your needle. So now, just like with a pantograph, let me see if I can get you a little bit closer to the pattern. Just like with a pantograph, I'm going to just follow the light along the pattern. So I'm going to bring up my bobbin thread. I have my needle set in the down position. I have my cruise on. Okay, now I did drop a pin in this paper because it will move around a little bit, and I'll give you an alternative to that when I get done stitching. So I'm just going to follow the light. I'm going to pause at my point. Stop. Okay, so let's look at what I just stitched out. There you go. Now I've got it stopped with my needle down, and let me clip these threads here, get them out of the way. Now if I want to use this as an edge to edge, then I could just pick up my pattern and I could just do a little meander maybe. Let's see. I'm going to scoot you out just a little bit. I'm going to do a little meander around. Stop with my needle down. And now I'm going to move my pattern. I'm going to put it this way now. So I'm going to put the light here, and I'm going to move it here. and let's see what happens. So I'm just gonna pin that there, and let's give this another little try here. So I'm gonna come up and around. And I can do that all across my quilt. So let's zoom in a little bit and we can look at that and see how you can create your own edge to edge just by having one little pattern and your laser light from the front of the machine. Now I recommend either pinning your pattern down so it doesn't bounce on you, or you can get curtain rods that are expandable, and they have like the curve for the cafe curtains, and they'll clip right on here. You get 2 of them. You can put a book in between, and then you can lay your paper out on here so that there's no bouncing. But for me, this works just fine. It's organic, as they say. I'm just going edge to edge on my quilt. So isn't that something fun to do on a snowy day? Get out those laser lights, put them on the front of your machine, go online, Google coloring pages. Say you want to do dinosaurs and you want to put a dinosaur in a block. Google coloring pages dinosaurs, and if you have a printer that will resize, or software, or scanner, anything that'll resize, you can do that, and you can customize that block any size you want. So the world is at your fingertips with custom quilting. This is so much fun. I taught this a lot, and everybody was so excited about this because now you can come to the front of the machine and you don't have to stand behind. So if you don't have a laser light for your machine, you can order one. I know for the Handy Quilter machines, tell them it's a laser light that you do panographs with, because we do have a laser at the needle, but that will not work the same. So I encourage you to give this a try. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, please. And I'd love to see what you do. Post it on Facebook and one of the Handy Quilter sites. I think I'm on all of them. Or send me a message and show me what you've been doing. And I would love to see this technique with you using it. This is really fun too if you want to couch with yarn. You can put your yarn, your couching foot on, put your yarn in, and you can really customize. Can you imagine some really pretty chenille yarn in fall colors and doing these leaves as an edge to edge on a quilt? It would be absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, give it a try. Happy quilting, and be careful with all this snow and ice, you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.